Good afternoon, everyone, again, and welcome to LinkedIn Live. I think this is now our fourth session here at the Attensi London office, and I'm super excited to have friend and colleague Sarah. Sarah, welcome to the show. If you'd like to give us a little bit of an introduction.
Thanks, I'm very excited to be here. I am a customer success manager here at Attensi, or it might be referred to as a CSM. I work with a bunch of our hospitality and retail clients, ranging from large coffee chains, bars, restaurants, hotels, pubs, retail brands. And essentially what that means at Attensi being a CSM is my day-to-day is really working closely with our existing customers, acting as a bit of a central pillar to what we call their Attensi solar system. And it means that I'm working really close with them to help evolve their training, their content roadmaps, and drive really great results. I think as a CSM, we kind of like to think of ourselves as a bit of a strategic thought partner for our customers, becoming an extension of their team and working to be that extension of their team. And really, as I said, driving great engagement, best-in-class results, and best-in-class employees.
Love that extension of the team. So you've got quite a broad, I know, of course, you've got quite a broad remit of customers in the hospitality world, but extension of the team, what do you mean by that? Tell us a bit more.
Yeah, I think it's a really good question. I think this is something that CSMs at Attensi do really, really well. And I think it's a case of really building that really strong partnership with our customers. So, our customers really do have their CSM to talk to all the time. And what we strive to do is really obviously understand the aims and objectives of their solution and their training, but also understand the wider business strategy, the needs and challenges of the business, so that we can really work to tailor our advice and our feedback and our support based on those needs of that specific customer, instead of giving that kind of more generic sweeping feedback that can be useful, but not as useful as having something super specific and tailored.
Love that when you said you're on call. You sound like the emergency services of game-based learning.
Yeah, so all the time.
You can call Sarah at 2:00 in the morning if you've got a problem with your training.
Exactly. Can't guarantee our answer. But I also think we really want our customers to just treat us as that partner and that friend and that confidant. So yeah, they can call us. We can jump on a call and chat through some training and some questions and some content that they're building. But also, if they just want to use us as a sparring partner, as an idea partner, we are there just to kind of listen and give feedback when we feel necessary.
Of course, and you'll have that wealth of experience from other customers and projects gone by as well. So definitely. So again, thanks for being here, Sarah. We're here today to talk about what sits behind the training, or what's behind the training. Can you explain what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think what we probably hear a lot about are these incredible solutions that we build for a whole host of customers and a whole range of industries. And of course, they are incredible. We know the content is extremely engaging, fun, exciting, and it really does resonate with users and really challenge them in a really healthy way. And we also hear a lot about those, little nuggets of impact analysis and, reducing churn, reducing employees that are looking elsewhere. We're increasing sales by all of these amazing solutions. But what we probably tend to hear slightly less about is everything that sits behind that. So the people that sit behind that, but also the tools, the products, and also the customers that sit behind it, because we really aim to empower our customers to be their own masters of their content. So it's really them that sit behind it.
You're just in the background,
exactly,
waving your magic wand. Love it. So in your, I suppose, just to dig in a little bit further and kind of get into your head and your opinion. So what is it then that specifically sits behind the training?
So I think it's easy to kind of think about it and break it down into maybe 3 core pillars. And I think that is kind of split between the kind of fundamentals and upskilling of our customers so that they feel empowered and confident to build their own content. And then secondly, the second pillar is probably the role of the CSM and the partnership we build with the customer. And then thirdly is obviously AI is everywhere at the moment, and how AI is helping our customers speed up, but also enhancing their content really easily and really efficiently.
Okay.
So I think really when we look at it, and obviously there's so much more that sits behind the training that I won't be able to touch on today. But yeah, I would call it probably 3 main pillars that help support our customers, and really our aim of the game is really to empower our customers to become the content creator. So yeah, I'd say they're the 3 pillars.
So again, those 3 pillars being...
So fundamentals and upskilling is what I'm labeling it, but
Yeah.
that comes in the form of Attensi University,
Yeah.
which I'm happy to go into more detail about. Secondly is the kind of leveling up, let's say. So that's where the customer success manager really comes into their own and builds that strong partnership.
See what you did there, leveling up, level up.
Always on my mind. And then thirdly is just the use of AI to really enhance that content creation.
Makes sense. And you've mentioned content creation a few times, and I know myself at a point, and I know from speaking to some of our current customers, when we talk about being a content creator, so that vision of, so I'm going to make game-based simulations, and you know, I can barely plug my laptop.
Sounds scary.
So it does sound incredibly daunting. So kind of help us understand a little bit, what is the support that we give to help empower our customers to be able to do that? Because
yeah, it's a great question, and totally agree. It can sound really, really daunting. I think despite our tools being super user-friendly, our creator tool is no code, you need no prior experience, it's still something new to a lot of people. So it's definitely sounds daunting on the front of it. I think there's a couple of things there. I think firstly, we have an expert team in-house that work with new and existing customers to really build those solutions with the customer. So we collaborate with the SMEs on the content to really make sure that content is bespoke for their first project. So we have an in-house team that build that to set that customer up for long-term success with Attensi. And then following that, I think Attensi University just comes into its own. So every new customer we have is enrolled onto Attensi University. And it's a really carefully curated set of journeys, let's call them, whereby the new customer content creator goes through and learns tips and tricks, best practice, hears from the experts in-house about how to use Creator, use our tools, and how to create really, really incredibly engaging content. And Attensi University is really split into 2. So we have our fundamentals journey and our practitioner journey. So the fundamentals is what it says on the tin. It's really upskilling our content creators on how to use the product, how to use Creator. And secondly is practitioner. And that is where our content creators essentially learn to build, create, and launch their first self-created project. So that's a huge milestone. That's
I'll say.
It could take a super long time, but with Attensi and with the support, they can get up to speed and upskilled and launching projects super, super quickly. And what we also do is we really recognize those journeys have been completed. So both the fundamentals and practitioner journey are certificates. So our customers receive certificates when they've completed both journeys to really kind of tick that off the list and show that they've graduated and they really do know how to create some amazing content and amazing modules through game-based learning.
I love this. Not only do you get some really cool, fun, engaging training content, but you get to go to university.
Yeah.
And I think, I know myself recently, I've seen on LinkedIn people celebrating obtaining those certificates like they would with any kind of LinkedIn learning.
Yeah.
I think how super powerful is that? That's amazing.
And it's also just, it instills a huge amount of confidence in our creators, because they have the journeys to go through online, but they also have regular touch points and calls with our university experts to run through the modules and solutions they've created so far. So they really do have that support network around them in the early days of content creation.
Yeah. And obviously they've got CSM on 24/7 call.
Of course.
All hours. Amazing. So I'm a new customer or newish customer. We've built solutions together. I've been through Attensi University. I've celebrated my certification. And I'm in there. But is that where it stops?
Not at all. Not at all. That is not where the fun stops. So you've graduated university, but what university also continue to do is create a university community. So you graduate from university, you've got all the skills you need to be building your own solutions, but we then have this amazing community where the university hosts webinars, they host in-person workshops, they release regular newsletters with feature updates, new releases to keep our graduated customers and content creators up to speed with everything we're doing here at Attensi.
I guess with like updates and future developments as well.
Exactly, everything that they need to be aware of that will enhance their content creation. But we also have a kind of university discussion forum where everyone that's become a content creator here at Attensi is part of this discussion forum, whereby they can idea share with other customers, they can seek advice, they can ask questions that other customers that have graduated and been through the same university program can answer, but also our university experts can answer.
Yeah.
So they really do have that kind of ongoing pool of experts around them where they can pull ideas, feedback, whatever they like from, which is a really, really nice way to have everyone in one place where you can really get that inspiration that you might need, because sometimes you've got too many ideas and you need to shorten them down, or
Totally.
there's a fear of the blank page, and that can really help you get off the
100%.
starting blocks.
So my key takeaway would be that we're here to empower. There's oodles of support. We're here to empower our customers to be amazing content creators themselves. So then they've got the ability to move quickly, right? So as something lands on L&D managers, something lands on your plate, and you're able to create game-based solutions to tackle that. But what we're saying is the support that sits, the ongoing support that sits behind that is always there 24/7, apparently, is always there. So it's not a case of you've got it, you've trained, you've been to university, you walk away. That support's always there.
Absolutely. And that's where obviously your CSM is kind of with you every step of the way.
24/7.
Through
I've
your
started
journey.
a new thing now. I'm going to get in so much trouble.
Oh no. But yeah, we're there every step of the way through the journey. But obviously, you know, you've gone through university, you've really upskilled, you really understand how to create that incredible content. And then this is where kind of pillar 2 comes into it, the kind of leveling up through the CSM. And as I said, I think it's through that really powerful partnership where we have really understood those specific needs and challenges of our customer, where we can really start to have those really interesting kind of nitty-gritty conversations. So, you know, we have got an amazing content creator who's built some amazing content, and we then have regular touch points with them to work through that content, talk about it in a bit more detail. So, you know, we really understand our customers' tone of voice, the way they talk about training to their employees, the way they want to market their training. And so we can have those conversations with our customers around, you know, do you think this will resonate with our target audience? Do you think our users would be engaged with this? Do you think we could reshuffle this slightly to fit with our content roadmap? So, you know, it's really looking at the specifics of each customer and really thinking about how we can level up that content with them. And obviously they've done loads of the hard work. They've created this incredible content. They're the master of the content. They know it better than us. So it's really collaborating with them, and again, becoming an extension of their team to challenge them, give them feedback, but also just be kind of a listening ear to see where they're at and to give feedback and ideas where we need to.
Love it.
I think a really good example of that actually is I'm currently working on what we call a co-creation project, and that's where we kind of create content in tandem. So Attensi does part of it and the customer does the other half of the content. And what's really cool there is we've put the content creator through the university journeys, got through it super quickly, totally understood the way that the tools worked, and was like off the mark very, very quickly. But it's amazing now because we're very, very close to launching the co-creation project. And it's been really great to see him go through that journey of content creation, starting from having very little knowledge of how to create engaging content to creating, you know, 8 modules of incredible content for his users and having huge confidence in it. And now the discussions we're having leading up to launch are really just the very small final tweaks that are really going to take it from up to the next level, really, which is really cool to see.
Love that. I can imagine that being quite satisfying as a said person having created that. You mentioned the word market, how to market a solution. So I know that we do support to kind of launch a new solution. Is there a little bit in that you could talk to?
Yeah, definitely. I think, again, it forms part of definitely our day-to-day as a CSM. So we really do work to get under the skin of our customers, and that includes kind of going on site, obviously a lot of in-person meetings, but, you know, we'll get behind the bar at a pub and help work the bar.
We will.
You know, we'll pour some coffees, really to understand how that training works from a user's perspective, but also in that lead up to launch, because we've understood so much of the customer's needs. We have a really big kind of launch plan in place where we talk through best practices. We understand the channels our customers use to speak to their users and their employees. We do a lot of work in terms of content creation. So we will create posters, we'll create really engaging videos that we can tease the users with. So, you know, the 2 or 3
keep it
weeks.
fresh, keep it alive, right?
Exactly. The 2 or 3 weeks prior to launch, we're dropping regular teasers to the users so they know that something new, something fresh is coming. And then when it does drop, they're really, really excited and intrigued to go in and play. And that's just a way to very quickly drive really strong engagement from the very start. And then we work with that customer to keep that going throughout the playthrough period.
I love this. So gone are the days of you need to do this training, tick those boxes.
Definitely. So they should definitely want to do it, especially.
Or you've got to speak to Sarah.
Yeah.
She's available 24/7. Did I mention that? Anyway, moving on. So, Sarah, what would you say key factors to being a successful CSM in terms of customer partnerships? And you've talked to it a little bit, but empowering our customers post Attensi University.
Yeah, I think it's all about that, having that sparring partner and that ideas person to come to and to talk to. And I think we want to be that person that can really instill confidence in our customers. So, as I said, we are here for whatever they want to talk through, wherever we're at in the content roadmap. We will tailor our feedback and our, our knowledge sharing with our customers to make sure that they're really getting the most out of their training and they're getting the most out of us and our expert advice.
Amazing. Sounds great. Well, it's been mentioned a few times, and no great surprise that word, those 2 letters, AI, been mentioned a couple of times. Is there something that you could just touch on, certainly with reference to content creation?
Yeah, I think ultimately it's helping our content creators create amazing content faster. We know that AI is everywhere at the moment. It's definitely a buzzword for sure. And it's amazing to see how AI can enhance what our customers are doing, and it just really enhances their productivity. It allows them to create content so much faster, and again, AI can really act as that inspiration. So I think we find a lot that sometimes, as we said, it can feel daunting, or there is that fear of the blank canvas, or
I think when you're super busy, right, and you're spinning multiple plates, then you go to sit down to create something. Sometimes it's a little bit, right, let's go.
Exactly. And then you don't know where to go. So yeah, AI is that great inspiration partner, and that paired with a CSM that's on hand, as well as all the amazing stuff you've learned through university, is what I think is a great trio to feeling empowered.
3 pillars, right?
Exactly.
Nice. I see what you did there.
It's a great trio to feeling empowered and feeling confident to create amazing content, but also knowing that you've got lots of safe pairs of hands to talk to you, to support you, to guide you wherever you need it.
Amazing. Sarah, thank you so much. But before you go, I'd like to ask you a question, and the answer can't be that you can rap an Eminem song backwards.
I knew that would come out.
I know you can, but a proudest moment maybe, or something you're particularly proud of.
I think what is really, really lovely, and I think CSM see it a lot, is, as I mentioned earlier, kind of the journey that we see our customers go through. So we might take on a new customer and it might feel slightly daunting. And to see them go through that learning journey of becoming their own content creator, when maybe game-based learning 6 months ago was totally alien to them, is super, super satisfying. And I think kind of rolling on from that is that Attensi is really like the go-to solution now for a lot of business needs and challenges. So, by having internal content creators through Attensi, people can react really, really quickly. So if there's a change of priorities within business or a new business challenge that comes up that needs solving quite quickly, often the go-to solution now is, let's get it on Attensi, let's build some new content. And to know that Attensi is being spoken about in that way and game-based learning is being spoken about in that way is really, really cool, and shows how powerful L&D can be as a tool to really prioritizing those business needs in a fun way.
And quite satisfying for you, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely.
Love it. Sarah, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. As always, invitation out to everyone watching either live or on record. If there's anything that you'd like to see more of, or any different subjects you'd like us to cover, please just drop me a message and let us know. Some super exciting sessions coming up over the next 2 weeks, actually. So we're back to back for the next couple of weeks. And then towards the end of the month as well. But we have some of our customers, our existing customers coming on the show. So watch this space. Those events will be advertised really soon. And of course, make sure you click attend and add to calendar so you don't miss them. But if you do, everything we do is obviously available on record. So you can head over to my profile page where they'll be sat on the front page. But that's it again, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And any comments, any thoughts, please drop them in the chat of the event and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.